Welcome back to the Indie Hustle. I'm Momo, and today you're watching the Speedpaint for ôRïGïN's Season 1 soundtrack and opening theme thumbnail.
I'm just having too much fun with the characters. One moment.
If you've ever pursued a creative passion, you know what it's like to work for an hourly rate of hope. You juggle the art, the business, and the late night hours all at once. We work this way because we believe in the story and the vision we have for it. What you're seeing right now is the raw beginning of a frame. Like the rest of our pilot, we build this at a cinematic 24 frames per second in full 1080p.
It feels like you're running at an incredible rate, Harry.
It takes immense effort, but it's how you build something mad from the ground up. Because this represents the soundtrack, our universe's music lore bleeds directly into the visual choices. In ôRïGïN, there is a strict sonic divide. In the menagerie, the ethereal hub of the Carrion, the soundscape is entirely classical and echoing. No lyrics allowed. But when our protagonists are washed out into the human world, the audio landscape violently shifts to heavy grunge synth, trip-hop, and dancehall. As I block in these colors, I'm capturing that exact clash, the pristine cyan magic of the Carrion, clashing with the messy analog grit of the 1990s human world. For now, we're trying to show the deep obsidian and lapis that's seen in the more spiritual aspects of ôRïGïN.
In the beginning.
That grit is what makes ôRïGïN stand out. We aren't trying to look like a hyper-polished studio production. We lean heavily into a Dada synth, analog horror aesthetic, inspired by 90s and early 2000s anime. Dadaism is an art movement that's best known for its proactive protest through absurdity. And if we were to bring that into a new age idea of editing, that would mean that the synthetic layer of this is highly electronical and extremely choppy. People often assume a lo-fi look is an indie compromise, but for us, it's our signature style. Using IBIS paint textures and VHS-style compositing creates a deeply lived-in feeling. It's a technical power move. We're taking the constraints of working on Chromebooks and reclaiming them as a clever atmospherical hack. The imperfections give these frames their soul, while animating on 2s and 3s protects our remote team from burnout. But a cool art style isn't enough to get an indie series funded. You have to prove your vision to grant reviewers and investors. This could even mean crowdfunding. That requires two things: a pitch deck, which sells the logistics, like our 30-person remote workflow, and a lookbook, which sells the visual atmosphere. For ôRïGïN, we wove the lookbook directly into the pitch deck.
The hybrids!
We don't want to just show investors a mood board. We want to prove that our specific, heavy compositing visual identity is already flawlessly integrated into our daily production pipeline.
Okay, Twinkle Toes. I want to know where my money is, and I want to know right now.
Okay.
Developing the pilot has required extreme resourcefulness. We apply for grants and strategize our out-of-pocket costs, but no matter how tight the budget gets, we refuse to let indie financial realities lead to artistic exploitation. We enforce the ôRïGïN standard: 0 work assignments ever issued without fully verified funding, held securely in escrow. Our work might be inconsistent while we build funding, but being transparent about that guarantees a safe, ethical environment for everyone on the team.
There you go. Thank you, sir. There you go. Thank you, sir. There you go. There you go.
All this structure serves a story that takes itself seriously and wants to take our audience seriously too. ôRïGïN is a psychological coming-of-age story dealing with characters learning to heal from trauma, not just exploit it for drama. When you listen to the soundtrack this thumbnail was built for, you'll hear that exact transition from a curated crystal cage to the harsh, beautiful independence of the real world. Every view, comment, and click on the links in the description helps fund the series. We are proving there is a viable path outside the traditional studio system.
You love me. You really love me.
A huge thank you to the 200 subscribers as of this video's recording. Thanks for supporting ethical indie animation. We're one frame closer to the finale. I'm Momo, and this is ôRïGïN.
Why are you taking so long to render?